Let's breathe together. Start with your posture on your back, the bed, the sofa, the floor, recliner kicked back, or sit up in a chair, rock side to side on your sit bones, plant them evenly, firmly, knees at 90 degrees, feet flat on the floor, that narrow hip distance apart with the toes pointing forward. Now lift your chest and tuck your chin gently back towards your neck to straighten the neck vertebra, making space for blood and nervous system and breath to flow. And then in this position, let go of tension that's not needed while holding the posture tension, and use the jaw as a checkpoint to just release the jaw while you maintain the posture tension. Practicing every morning isolating tension to the places where it's needed and releasing it where it's not. When we carry all that tension that isn't needed, it's like driving with your emergency brake on. Now draw the breath in through both nostrils. And as it comes down, feel it with your hand, one on the belly and one on the rib cage, so you can feel your whole body breathing. That natural breath that flows all the way down and rounds your belly up as you make room to pull the air down to the bottom lobes of the lungs. And then you release it and your body lengthens and flattens. Release it either out through your mouth or your nose. Go with the one that seems easiest and most relaxed with the least resistance. And continue the steady breath in through both nostrils, rounding up, and out either through the nose or the mouth as the body lengthens and flattens. So we have this body that's constructed and engineered in the most perfect fashion, and we learn to get out of its way so that it can do the job that it knows how to do. And over time and under circumstances, the tension in our bodies and the thoughts running wild and our posture and the circumstances around us get in the way. And so we learn to let go and get out of the way so the body can do its thing. And we practice each morning, and we use different techniques. And we learn which ones work best for us. And we also learn that different techniques work under different circumstances. And so we enjoy the gift of the breath, and we enjoy the different ways that we build our bodies and release what needs to go so that we create the optimum health. Good. This morning, let's do some isometric exercises. Tensing and releasing muscles enables us to release tension. And when we release the tension, we get a nice flow of energy and blood to the areas as we release them. Let's do our fingers this morning. Start and interlace your fingers into a hand clasp like a basket, and bring that clasped hand up to the chest, and now squeeze it as tight as you can and hold that tension and breathe. Breathe 3 to 5 breaths, aware of the tension needed to hold the hands clasped and push them and pull them, and aware of any extra tension that's decided to join. Breathing and holding. And when 3 to 5 breaths are complete, release your hands. Good. Now open and shut them. And let everything flow into the little digits of your fingers. And then do it again. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze the hands as tight as you can squeeze them. Watch for tension that's not needed. And breathe. That natural breath. And when 3 to 5 breaths are complete, release the tension. And again, open and shut your hands and feel the energy and flow that you've created in your hands. Good. Now squeeze your hands into a tight fist, as tight as you can get. And squeeze and breathe. And release tension that's not needed. And when 3 to 5 breaths are complete, release your hands and shake them out. And just stop for a moment and hold your hands in front of you and look at them. And breathe and appreciate them and all the things they can do for you. Scratch your nose. You couldn't do that without those hands. Good. Now bring your hands together and rub them. Rub them briskly. Rub them together. And then let go and feel the energy flow into your hands. Good. And now the exercise that we've been using to open the flow in the neck and the upper back, that big trapezius muscle, 3 parts, starts all the way down by your belly button and works its way up to your shoulders and then comes together at a point right at the bottom of your skull on that occipital ridge. Big muscle controls a lot of your upper body. Carry a lot of tension up there. And that tension pulls on us. And our posture suffers when that muscle is chronically tight and tense. And so we do an exercise that's so simple and so quick and so effective that has immediate results and cumulative effects. Cross your arms in front of your body and lightly hold on to your elbows and rest your hands down around your belly button, wherever they fall. And now with your face forward, rotate your arms and your hands and your shoulders all the way over to the left as you keep your face forward. And then rotate them all the way over to the right. And breathe the natural breath as you move the arms and shoulders from one side to the other. And keep your face going forward. And make sure your arms are staying down, dragging across your stomach. Good. And then come back to center. And now for the middle portion of the trapezius muscle, bring the arms up about at your chest, about at heart level. And now do the same exercise. Rotate the arms and hands and shoulders over to the left and then rotate them over to the right. Keep your face forward and breathe that natural breath, moving with the breath. Good. And then back to center. Now keep your hands in place and raise your arms up to your head, as high as you can comfortably. And now the same exercise. Rotate the arms and shoulders and hands over to the left, face forward. Rotate them to the right, face forward. And be aware of keeping the arms up. Sometimes they want to fall to a place that's easier. Keep them up so you work that upper trapezius muscle. And breathe and flow, movement and breath, and arms. Good. And come back to center. Inhale and release your arms down. Good. On the next inhale, draw the breath in and feel your belly round up. And at the very top, take in 3 extra sniffs. And then exhale and spill the air out, either through the nose or the mouth, and all the way to the bottom, and at the bottom, the 3 puffs to get the last bit of air. Puff, puff, puff. And do it again. Inhaling to the top, and then 3 sniffs. And then exhaling to the bottom. And 3 puffs. Good, and then allow the breath to flow in and out naturally through both nostrils and out through either the mouth or the nose. Aware of the breath and the balance between the inhale and the exhale, and noticing yourself. Using the puffs and the sniffs to even the breaths so you get a feel for it. Learning over time whether you have a habit to inhale more or exhale more. Breath's a behavior, and during the day, the breath and the balance changes. And just be aware of yourself and the way your breath changes. And notice it. And use the techniques you've learned if you find yourself in a position where you're breathing in a lot more than the exhale. This happens during stress. And be aware of it so you can shift and create the balance between the carbon dioxide and the oxygen. If you take it to the extreme with too much oxygen, you'll end up having a panic attack. Interesting. So be aware of yourself and continue breathing as the birds and the bulls play. And this morning, use the sniffs and the puffs to help you recognize the pattern of the even inhale and the even exhale. When the exhale extends beyond, you pick up tension and anxiety. When you extend the exhale, you pick up a calm. And your body does know what to do, but sometimes situations and tension overrides that knowledge, and we end up where we don't want to be. So just breathe this morning and add the sniffs and the puffs and notice your own breath and be aware of the balance that's created. And may the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Have a great day.